between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About the 28, second down coming up. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. First down carry for Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Bills at 7-5 now of the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you. Give them encouragement. You give them something good to cheer on.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. John Franklin Myers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40? A long one, and he can't connect. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Position at the 46 near midfield. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me that he's one of the easiest positions to get in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
7 on 1st and 10. They fake again. Now Rodgers. And waiting again, it's Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver where any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Touchdown. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Zerline good with the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here with no snow. It's going to be this cold. I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Now Allen. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure. And it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss. And it brings up 3rd. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
Here we go.
Turnover on downs. And he's able to work his way inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us he's being a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. Let's see. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed.
56.
First and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. And has it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Middle.
Throwing down is Allen. That's complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. For second down. Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Allen now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
As we've seen there.
Now Sean McDermott going to throw out the challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They are
56.
yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Caught right side, Davis. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. It would be 4th and short.
Allen will look to throw for on 4th. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution. A 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Watch the fight. Alert!
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive is still strong, and now it's 2nd and 12. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use the conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Reed will bring it out of the end zone. to the 20-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1, drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 it's Hall. And some room to work. And he's in.
You gotta be smarter than that, man.
Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense?
Total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Bears come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. To make him even more frustrated, he's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Inside. We didn't get it. We didn't get it.
On the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores. Again on drive number 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and 77 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Look again.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Regular.
Remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense bring any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. Make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. Maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down at the 33. First down, here's the run. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down. And but still all the way for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Half 85.
Harris running straight ahead. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Looking middle, and that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. He's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
So a good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Right at the on play action, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the best doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Back-to-back incompletions. And that has
Hey, you walk over here.
Midfield, here's Rodgers. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this return for Hines. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now Charles, can the offense get you?
I think, Tony, you can sense them saying that the first half is theirs, but
now this is intercepted. He's trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's able to get 6, and nice pick up down to the 21.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from the 20. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
I need to get my swag right
now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a high point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Deontay Hardy, 64 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down from 21 to 14, but they're sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, Paul.
Because
the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. Tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something on third down. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hines now on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Play action, Allen. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
In motion goes the tight end. From the 36, Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and 0. To throw, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 626! Flip it down! Eluding
the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try
to 300! Yeah, 300!
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
False start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and 0. Play action. Rodgers. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at him. And thus far, they've been successful.
Hey, 88!
In upstate New York, throwing it Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him probably in the pocket.
It was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered.
Over!
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion to bring up fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken at the 37. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stuck so during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer.
Alert!
Here's Allen to throw it. And it is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now Allen again. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 29 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter. The defense giving up that last touchdown. Now let's see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 120 120 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Hall again. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
On the 50.
Here's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As he'll make the way for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forced that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. Pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the start, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards.
Get 300! Get 300!
Action. Now it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're actually showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And nothing much first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of
Easy.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bills are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, get some playing time. And now guess what? Have they got to take they've got to go back up there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they rang the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Allen now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Play action. Caught inside Davis. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. He's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Dump this off to Cook. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This a big play for both sides.
Regular.
3rd and 4. That is caught. It's Davis. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push. Everyone's going to be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play call, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hey, hold.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
One final try here for Allen. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. No, he lost the football. And he will at least be able to fall on himself. There's 4th down, and the possession changes. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that was overturned. They say the knee was down, and it will not be ruled a fumble. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about it, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here. This one not going to go their way.
This is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all still prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Jets, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.